SackLife, beat depression. It's day 877, and we're back with another somatic healing session to wipe out depression. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here now. Anyone who's tuning in later, appreciate you guys and girls out there. As you know, it's Martial Arts for Mental Health show. We like to start it with that powerful mental health tool of gratitude. If you haven't tried it before, the more you use it, the more powerful it can become in your life, helping you find those silver linings when you're going through hard times and helping you focus on the positive even when you're dealing with challenges. So today, my gratitude is going to go out to the first ones in. Let's check who's here. Shout out to Just My High, Tiny Angel, Master Checo, I Am Carlson, and Sunshine and Rainbows. Thank you so much, everyone, for supporting the cause. Appreciate you guys and girls out there. It is day 16 of our 21 days of gratitude movement with Hope to Courage. Go ahead and think about what you're grateful for. That'll help put you in that positive mindset as we move forwards. And I want to shout out gratitude as well to Hope to Courage for allowing us to be part of this movement. So I said it was day 16 like 2 days ago because I don't know what happened. Lost track there. But this is really, for real this time, day 16. And we're going to be adding in another kick, another tool in that Art of 8 Limbs, equipping you with another powerful tool you can use in your shadowboxing routine, in your self-care routine, if that's somatic healing routine with the bag, or in that training session with Bob, or in a sparring situation, or in a self-defense situation. Really, these tools can come in handy in all different areas of life, lots of different purposes. The teep is a very powerful, very consistent, very fundamental staple in the Muay Thai system. So, also checking in on comments. Carlson says, "Hey brother, what's up, bro? Thanks for inspiring that question mark kick, man. I was practicing it all day. I think I got it down, and with another couple million repetitions, I'll get it to where I'm really comfortable with it." So that's how it is. It's all about consistency. It's all about dedication. That's how you're going to get results. It's not so much about going super high intensity and like giving everything you've got and then taking days off. Scientific studies have shown that active recovery will net you better results, get you faster progress, get you growing a lot faster down that road than passive recovery. What that means is we need to tune into our skill level, listen to our bodies, check in on ourselves, and give ourselves a challenge based on where we're at in the current moment. Really check in, make sure you're being kind to your mind and body on this journey forwards, and you're not pushing too hard. Avoid those signs of overreaching. Now, today is 16. I told you we will be adding that rear teep, and it's normally a high-intensity day. Today's going to be 3 rounds, 3 minutes each, 1 minute breaks in between to catch your breath and drink water. Make sure you're drinking tons of water. Normally a high-intensity day, but because of the schedule out here, I already did my high-intensity training with the bag, about 2 hours total, maybe about an hour and a half of work. A lot of it was high intensity, so I am completely spent. My body, maybe I went a little too far. Got to be careful because that high intensity training, we actually weaken our immune system. It's during rest and recovery that we get to build it back stronger. So make sure you're getting enough sleep. Try and prioritize sleep out there. But keep that in mind too. You're not building yourself up when you're training. You're building yourself up during that rest and recovery period. When you're training, you're actually breaking down the muscle. You're pumping that stress hormone through your body. You're conditioning your body to handle more stress. You're conditioning your body to handle more of a challenge, and you're actually weakening that immune system momentarily. But it's during that rest period that we get to grow back even stronger, strengthen our mental resiliency, and strengthening our bodies, our minds, and our immune systems with that proper, intelligent training setup, intelligent training out here for the purpose of growth. So make it sustainable and keep track of your progress. It's been 877 days of progress for me, the Sackman, out here. Consistent daily success. Make sure you're giving yourself credit where it's due for your consistent progress and success. And even if it's not consistent, remember, this number is proof of your strength. It's proof of your endurance. It's proof that you got up in the face of anything that was telling you otherwise, and you fought forwards. So it never goes down. We never lose proof. Even if you miss a day of training, you don't go backwards. We don't reset to zero. We still have, even if I stopped training tomorrow, I would still have 877 days of proof that I can overcome the debilitation associated with depression. Also 877 days of proof that I can keep myself suicidal ideation free. So please do keep track of that number. It will build over time, and I can't understate enough how incredibly powerful it can be and transformative it can be in your life when you start to give yourself proper credit. You take yourself right out of that victim mindset, continue to move forwards, empower yourself every day, and just continue to make that progress out there. So use that list tracking tool. Give yourself a daily accomplishable goal. If it's this show, great. If not, find something that you can do that does not interfere with your schedule. Short, easy, accomplishable goal. I started with 5 to 10 minutes of heavy bag time, and now we're here. It's freaking amazing. Like, I'm still blowing my own mind out here every day. So you can do the same. You can take yourself right out of that toxic environment, that toxic mindset, that victim mindset, and empower yourself with those tools that have been there the whole time. Just find those ones that work for you. Keep track of that progress. Share it with others to help inspire them, motivate them to make progress in their lives as well. And that's the magic of the progress tracking tool. Shout out to Lisa, appreciate you. And Master Checo says just 10 minutes a day. Heck yeah. Yeah. That's your gateway, right? That's your daily accomplishable goal. That's the thing you're going to set and reward yourself for accomplishing. Now, if you want to go further after that, like I said today, this is my bonus round. Give yourself a bonus round. Tune into you, see what you need for the day. But remember, you got to give yourself a challenge in order to grow. So today I want to add also to my gratitude section, I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for the opportunity that I'm able to give myself when I present myself with a challenge that allows me to continue to grow and get stronger each and every day. So more gratitude going around. And I hope that you guys get to be grateful for that as well in your own lives. So, that being said, we did the list tool, gratitude tool. Let's talk about today's lesson. Yesterday, we practiced the lead teep, right? Straight through that push kick. Today, we're going to practice the rear teep, and it's very similar, but because it's coming from that back leg, we've got to swing that leg forward through the hip, keeping those hips kind of locked and loaded, right? Here in our balanced Muay Thai stance, we've got the hips curled, shoulders rolled, guard nice and high. We're going to bring that rear foot forwards, kind of swinging through the hip, keeping it loaded, knee bent, right? We're bringing it on one plane. And then we're going to drive through the hips as we let the shoulders go back and we chop the arm on the same side of the leg that's firing. That's how we execute a rear teep. And you want to practice this over time. At first, it's going to feel very unnatural. You may lose your balance. Don't worry about that. It's all going to come with consistency and time. It will become more and more natural, easier and easier to execute that move. And then pretty soon you'll be firing off lead teeps and rear teeps like a pro in your flow-based session. And you can add them to that arsenal. You can use them on the heavy bag. I'm not going to do it today because of shoes. I don't want to tear this thing up. It's pretty pricey. That's all I got. So I'm going to do that in shadowboxing mode with you guys. But if you got a mat and a place to train, you can absolutely use teeps on the bag. There's a whole bunch of really cool, fun, effective teep exercises you can use with the bag to build yourself up, build up your balance, strength, and equip yourself with those tools. So let's cover that lead teep one more time very quickly. From our balanced Muay Thai stance, we practiced this lead teep yesterday. We're going to bring that lead leg up, keeping the knee bent, kind of bringing the hips in just a little bit. Lead hand can go out into long guard for balance. Drive through the hips and let the shoulders go back, extending that foot. Boom, into center mass, pushing with the ball of the foot there. Then we want to bring it back and come right back to our orthodox stance. Same thing with the rear teep. We want to practice tossing it and then bringing it all the way back and not falling out of our stance. Over time, it will get easier and easier, like I said. And you'll be able to generate more power and more balance from there. But let's break down that rear teep one more time. Swinging through the hip. Small step forwards here. Keep those hips open. Keep those feet slightly angled out. Swing through the rear. Swing that rear foot through the hip. And drive through. Bang. Straight into that center mass. Again, pushing with the ball of the foot. Curl those toes back. And really drive through with that ball of the foot, using the hips to generate force. Sending the shoulders back and chopping the arm is going to give you the counterbalance that you need to effectively execute that technique. Also, the chin tuck, keeping the chin tucked, is another good balance adder. You're going to find it's easier and easier if you use these little tools. Boom, chin tucked, arm swings on the same side of the leg that's teeping, and we bring it right back to orthodox stance, not falling out of that stance. So that's your breakdown on... Did I plug this in? Yes, I did. Okay. That's your breakdown on the rear teep. We're going to add that into our arsenal today. Like I said, 3 rounds, 3 minutes each. Go at your pace. Give yourself a challenge to your skill level. And things you can moderate to do that is your intensity, the volume of your strikes, and the speed at which you are striking. Shout out to Speedbag Scissorhands, fastest man on the speed bag out here. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for your support. Check him out. He does amazing stuff on the speed bag. And it's, again, through consistency and dedication that he was able to become a superhuman inspiration out here. My inspiration on the speed bag, and check him out. You're going to be, if you haven't seen it before, your mind will be blown. So it's some pretty impressive stuff. Shout out. Thank you, brother, for tuning in. And shout out to Slayer Ken for being here, sharing his days at 485 days. Consecutive progress and success. Good stuff, Ken. Thank you. All right, that being said, let's do it. Let's get the fighting spirit of the 80s going before I run out of sunlight. And we're going to get into this another round of progress and success. Let's go. Square up with your visualized target. Remember, visualize that opponent as an active threat. Guard high by the brow line, chin tucked. And let's start with the fundamentals. Step in. Tossing those 1, 2s in different patterns, right? Toss the 1 is the jab, the 2 is the cross. Think about your form. Think about staying balanced. And visualize that opponent. Exhale on those strikes to engage the core. And inhale through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth. Think about little room for improvement on each strike. Turning the fist, clenching at the point of impact, landing on the large 2 knuckles. There's always room for improvement in martial arts. No matter how long you've been training. All right, let's start adding in the teep. So we're going to start with the lead teep like we did yesterday. Step into the 1, the 2, toss another 1, and then lead teep from here. Whoosh, boom, back to stance. Now we're going to throw a cross, boom, and we're going to, from the cross position, swing through the hip. Ooh, don't lose your balance. Stand on level ground. From the cross position, swing through the hip. Whoosh, and drive through that rear teep. Let's do it again. Try and get on flat ground here. Toss the cross, rolling through the hip. Swing through. Whoosh, drive that rear teep forwards and back to stance. If you're squared up with that visualized opponent, aim for solar plexus if you got the flexibility. Aim for center mass or the groin. If you're new, it's easier to aim for the groin and fight dirty. Visualize that depression dummy and let's knock the lies right out of its crotch. Let's go. Rear teep. Whoosh. Back to stance. Exhale hard, driving through the hips. Let the shoulders roll back and that hand chop for added balance. Guard tight. Visualize that opponent. Let's go. Rear teep. Whoosh. Drive through and bring it back to that balanced stance. Remember your Muay Thai march as well, shifting the weight from the front foot to the back foot, keeping those heels nice and light. Guard high by the brow line. Work your fundamentals in there. Bang, bang, bang. Remember, it's your session. Give yourself a challenge to your skill level where you're at today. Whoosh, whoosh. Add those different tools in there. And start adding in the rear teep. Let's go, rear teep. Whoosh. Right down that center line, using the ball of the foot to stab in, and then bring it right back to your balanced stance. I like going long guard when I'm firing teeps, but you can keep the guard tight and fire that teep as well. It's really a matter of preference. I like going long guard and trying to obscure my opponent's view with that lead hand. So you can step in, go long guard, and then whoosh, drive that teep through. They'll never see it. Coming back to stance, toss your fundamentals, whoosh, 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 whoosh. Get creative with it. Add that rear teep, end of round 1. Catch your breath, drink some water. And remember, this is your session. Make it your own. Have fun with it out there. Boy, shout out to Tiny Angel. Good stuff. Guys supporting each other in the comments. Make sure you're drinking water. And as I said, just keep in mind, I already got in about an hour and a half of high intensity training, and I'm completely spent. This is all a little bit past, so I'm dialing down my intensity, tuning into me, and giving myself what I need, honoring that journey forwards. And I hope you guys are doing the same. We're gonna we got about 16 seconds left. So in this next round, I want you to use the lead teep and the rear teep as well. But get creative. Start using those other tools. It's day 16. You got 16 days of tools that you can use here. Jabs, cross, elbow strikes, uppercut elbow, overhand elbow, knee strikes like we practice. The long knee, push, that straight knee, right? Lots of different tools you can use. And now you've got 2 kicks to add into that arsenal. Lead teep, bang, rear teep, bang. You can drill them in succession if you'd like. Just see where you need improvement so you can really make it your own. Again, this program is not about enabling you to rely on a training program. It's about empowering you with tools so that you can move forward. Let's go. Visualize that opponent. Start throwing some creative combos in there and having fun with it. Bam, bam, bam. Work those level changes. Twist through. Keep it centered. Think about form, balance, and flow. The smoother you get at executing those techniques, the more balanced you'll be, and the easier it'll be to link those movements together and create your own combos out here. Let's go. Let's start drilling the lead and rear teep in succession together just so we can refine that muscle memory. With consistency and dedication and repetition, that's where you will make that progress. So let's do it. Lead teep, whoosh. Rear teep, whoosh. Lead teep, whoosh. Rear teep, whoosh. Think about those little tiny points of improvement. Exhaling through that strike, driving from the hips, sending it into center mass, curling those toes back, whoosh. And pushing with the ball of the foot like you're pushing on a gas pedal. Whoosh, hey. Lead teep, rear teep, lead teep, rear teep. Let's go. Stay nice and centered, balance, and visualize that opponent. Visualize knocking those lies right out of that depression dummy's face. Let's go. Work the hands. Start thinking about hands covering up those teeps. We can cover up those kicks because they usually have pretty big tells. We can cover them up with punches. Bam, bam, bam. Off the jab, lead teep. Off the cross, rear teep. Bang. Back to stance. Stay balanced. Hey. And if you're advanced, start moving around. Get your horizontal movement in there. Lateral movement as well. Rear teep. Lead teep. Rear teep. Lead teep. Rear teep. Lead teep. Let's go. Put your body into it. But think about that balance, right? Driving through the hips, chopping the arm, maintaining guard on the front, or going long guard if you'd like. Lots of different ways you can make the routine your own and have fun with it. That's the end of round 2. Catch your breath. Check in on you. Signs of overreaching include dizziness, nauseousness, lightheadedness, seeing spots. Those are all things that mean you need to dial that intensity back. Wow. It's 8,000 feet elevation. I had some alcohol last night. I'm sure that's affecting me as well. Very in tune with my body. So I've got to take that into consideration as well. And constantly remind myself, do not push too hard. Give yourself a challenge, but do not push too hard. We can find that flow zone, and that's where we'll be able to double our productivity. If you like, always, please do your diligence. Fact check me on everything I'm saying. Take that time to research and do your due diligence so that you can learn more and understand why these different ways of training are more beneficial for mental resiliency, more beneficial to knock out mental illness, knock out depression, knock out anxiety. All right, here we go. Final session, 3 minutes. Square up with that visualized target. And I really want you to just get creative in that final round. A lot less instruction here. Just work your way around. Give yourself that challenge. Remember, it's intensity, right? It's pace. The pace that you're moving around here. The speed at which you're throwing those punches. Boom. All different things that you can moderate here. Bang, bang, bang. And also the volume. 1 cross, or is it 3 crosses? It's whatever you want it to be. As long as it gives you a challenge and you keep tuning into you. Incorporate those teeps into your routine and have fun. Let's knocking that depression dummy out. Let's go. Us. Remind yourself what you're fighting for is that quality of life that you deserve. And how do you know what you deserve? It's based on what you give. So give it your best. Let's go. If you're advanced, you don't have to stay in one guard position. You can shift through from orthodox stance, teep your way in to southpaw stance. From orthodox stance, teep in, knee your way in to southpaw. Think about those different moves that you can use to create flow-based combos that have you dangerous at all angles, dangerous in all directions. Let's go. Send that teep at different levels if you've got the flexibility. Go for the crotch, bong. Go for center mass. Go for the head. Let's go. Have fun. Hit that dummy right where it hurts. Let's go. Knock those lies out. This is your fight. Let's go. Fight for you. Give yourself that challenge. Use those different tools. Add the teep. Bang. Keep going. Almost there. Can't grow in that comfort zone. Let's get uncomfortable and make some progress. Keep that defense tight. Visualize making contact with the chin, with the temples, with the nose. Hey, let's go. That's the end of round 3. I hope that you gave yourself a challenge because you deserve it. It's the only way we're gonna keep making progress out here is if we keep giving ourselves a challenge. Boy. Holy moly. And I hope you're feeling the benefits already. I know I have been feeling steady progress, steady improvement for the last 877 days. And even on my worst days, I still have bad days. I still have days where things go wrong. I receive bad news. Something terrible happens. But even on my worst days, when I do become sad over something that happened, that sadness doesn't stick around and weigh me down. It doesn't fester. It doesn't drag me down a negative thought spiral anymore. I'm able to bounce back. And the reason I'm able to bounce back and get back to a normal, balanced state of mind is because of consistent training, dedication, and consistency. Not because I pushed so hard, not because I trained at high intensity, but because I showed up for myself every day and I gave myself a challenge every day. I was able to build that mental resiliency, take myself out of suicidal ideation, take myself out of debilitation, and become unstoppable when it comes to depression and the effects of depression. We're using depression's tools against it. We're using that stress hormone cortisol against depression to build ourselves up and get stronger every day instead of allowing it to make us think that we're weaker every day. Keep track of your progress because that is your track record of success and you deserve to give yourself credit where it is due. So please do. And until next time, I will catch you same Sack time, same Sack channel, same Sack life. Sack man out. Oh! There's a couple comments coming in from Mind Matter Talks. You've been doing this for ages. You're so committed. Keep at it. Be proud of yourself. Absolutely. I am 100% proud of myself. And I hope that you guys who are making consistent progress out there are proud of that progress too. Because depression is a life-threatening illness. And every day you stay alive and you fight forwards, you deserve credit for that. That is proof of your strength and endurance. So give yourself what you deserve. Until next time. Catch you same Sack time, same Sack channel, same Sack life. Sack man out. Whew.